welcome back. Last show of the day. I do hope you've had a fantastic Saturday, whatever you've been doing. I'm hoping you've been interspersing all of your hobbies and bits and pieces with watching us on the television. Of course, that's what you have to do. We've had a great day here today. We've still got another show to go. This is going to be first look, and we're going to be looking at the cute little penguins. They're just so cute. Honestly, I can't stop wanting to squish their little faces. They're really, really sweet. And we're also going to be looking at the Mini Memories albums as well, which I've not seen before, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what we're going to be doing with those. So I've got a couple of requests. Okay, so we want to see pictures of classic cars. Not just random ones you found on the internet, but pictures of your classic cars. We also want to see if you've ever used any of these Mini Memory albums and what sorts of things you've made with those in the past. We like dogs. Dogs doing silly things, and I'm going to have to think of something that I want to see as well. Yeah, I need a request. The first request that popped into my head was a little bit rude, but I can't use that one. I'm going to have to think of something else. Holiday destinations, baby. Holiday snaps.
Oh, hang on, let me get your phone.
Oh, no, Debbie, no. Honestly, 3 hours yesterday I sat through Debbie's videos, and I did have to have a little nap. I do often go, hold on a minute, I need to have a little sleep. 3 hours, and that was just like the first 4 days of our holiday. Honestly, it just went on and on and on. It didn't really.
You loved every second of it.
I did. Debbie, what are we going to be doing today?
Yes, so let's bring in some samples to start with the gorgeous penguin stamps. I feel like we're being very much treated to, am I in 4, Charlotte? I'm just checking, I don't know why. I feel like the cameras have parted ways. So they're sort of one slightly this way, one slightly that way.
I completely agree with you. I had the same thing, and I spent most of the time looking in between two cameras yesterday.
4 is normally straight in front of me, and it's not straight in front anymore. There's a gap. So I'm now, do I go to 3 or 4? And I thought it was 4, but I just wanted to check. Yes, the penguin dies. So today's a real treat for you, because the penguin dies are penguin stamps are launching on Tuesday. But the Mini Memories, it's very exciting because we've had them before and they sold out. So if you didn't get them, you get another chance to get them. But we do have to wait just a little bit longer for them, but we're still going to show you a glimpse of them tonight if you've not seen them before. But they will be available somewhere in July, so not long to wait at all. But first of all, the penguin stamps. They really are super cute. What I like, and what you'll see about them straight away, is the size of them. We've never done penguin stamps this size before. I absolutely love this one. Just beautiful. That gorgeous angel, so lovely to colour in. I keep saying each one is my favourite because I just love them. I love that skating one. I think he just looks really happy. I love the sledging one. I mean, look at that sledging one. I mean, each one of these looks happy, looks like they can't wait for Christmas, can't wait for you to be colouring them in. They're incredible. Now look at that in craft card. I think that is magnificent. I think it's beautiful. Completely different way to colour it in with your pencils onto craft card. Love that one.
It looks like Raymond Briggs kind of stuff, doesn't it? You know, from they did the snowman. It's that kind of feel to it.
Absolutely, yeah, which is just stunning. Love this one. The one out of the present. Look, another one coloured in completely different colours. Makes the cards look so different. I love that they are the main focal point of your card. They just look incredible. I think this one might be my favourite. I just think he's a happy dancing penguin, and who doesn't want a dancing penguin tangled all in those little fairy lights with his reindeer ears on his hat. I just love that one. Reindeer ears, they're not reindeer ears, what they call reindeer antlers.
We knew what you meant.
And this one's just, oh my goodness, I mean, that is just a gorgeous little penguin. Absolutely beautiful. Love those. Now, just before we get back to Becky, let me just show you what we're talking about with our memory box dies as well. So if I show you this, You might remember when we had these out, where you can make the whole casing, you can make the drawer, you can get all the hardware for them, you can add the corners on here. They are incredible. When they do come back in stock, remember to grab the hardware, because literally, Becky, they flew out the door before.
Really?
People love them. They're so easy to use, amazing. And you can be making memory books to go inside these as well. So we're going to show a bit of how these work later on. I'm not looking at the camera. I don't even know what I was looking at, but I was putting in the wrong thing. But that's what we've got coming up today in our first look.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to that. Loads and loads of people are messaging in to say hello. I'll say a few. Diane says hello. Sweet Imp, Kathy Myers, Carletta, Patty, Gail, Terry, Alison Alcalay. Alison Alcalay. Good afternoon, everyone. Getting ready for another great show with Debbie and Becky. Have baseball game in the London Stadium on TV. Chicago Cubs versus St. Louis Cardinals from Missouri. I don't know. I don't watch baseball. I don't think I've ever watched a game of baseball.
I don't think I have.
Are they long? Is it like rounders? I like rounders. It's like rounders. Yeah, I know that. Charlotte says, good afternoon, or good evening, all my crafty lovelies from here in Herne Bay. Gail says, hello, everybody. Barbara, Lois, Pam E, Kirsty D, Laurie, Emma, Laurie, Barnett, Catherine White. Benita says, hello from a hot Tennessee. 87 degrees. Summer is definitely here. Kelly says, hello from Melbourne, Florida. I can't wait to see the penguins. Carol says, good evening, everyone from Cornwall. And Shadiah says, I like how CC brings more of animal stamps and so forth, and not so many flowers. I have too many flower stamps and dies. Can you have too many? I don't know if you can have too many.
No.
But I think, you need to have more penguins in your life.
Absolutely.
And Pammy says these are adorable. And Kathy Kerr says, hello from a very humid Ontario. Love penguins, even if they're not native to Canada. Do you have them in zoos in Canada?
What, penguins?
Penguins. Yeah, penguins get to, but no, but do penguins, because obviously they live in a cold climate, do they find in very hot places, do they just sort of struggle? I don't know.
I don't know.
They do have polar bears in very places. Well, I think if we're talking about Yorkshire Zoo, it's probably not as hot and humid as potentially it gets in somewhere like Tennessee. I don't know. Is it very hot? I don't know about that.
And even in the hot weather in this country, that we still have penguins. It's not like they've got snow or anything around them, is it?
I always find if it gets too hot, the chocolate melts off my penguin, though.
They what?
The chocolate melts off my penguin.
Oh my goodness, she's been working far too much with Ben. Dad jokes galore.
For anyone that doesn't know, over here, you get a chocolate bar. It's called Penguin. It's delicious. It's not made of penguins. I don't penguin. I don't even know why it's called a penguin, but you pick up a penguin is the advert.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah. I like
They never advertise them anymore. I didn't even know they still made them.
I don't know if they do. But if they don't, you need to bring them back because they are delicious. Make sure if you've got any questions later on in the show, do message in and let us know what your questions are. Any questions at all in the world we'll be able to answer between the four of us, 5 of us in the studio, I reckon. What would be your specialist subject in a pub quiz, Debbie?
Emmerdale.
Emmerdale, okay.
Yeah, Emmerdale, the soap opera we have here.
Yeah.
It's the only one I watch. We do lots of soaps, but I love Emmerdale. I've watched it since I was a kid with my nan.
When it was Emmerdale Farm?
When it was Emmerdale Farm, yeah, with my nan. So I've really fond memories, and I've never stopped watching it. So yes, I would probably, that would be my my chosen subject.
Okay,
or Crafter's Companion.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's see if we can. Has anyone got a really old paper pad? You want to take a picture of that and see if Debbie can identify
That's
it.
a good idea.
But a really old one. We
Yes.
don't want one from the last couple of years. Have a look in your stash and find a really, really old one, and let's see if Debbie can identify it. What about in the gallery? What would be your chosen subjects? I'm sure you do have decent knowledge on things, Nicola. They're going to think about what their specialist subjects are, but any questions at all, you can ask us. Let us know what your questions might be.
Pointless answers.
Pointless answers. I've got pointless information in my head, definitely. Right, let's show you the penguins. This is so good. Look at this one. Oh my, do you just want to give him a big squish? Look,
Yes.
this is gorgeous.
Pinch his cheeks.
This is your first one. This is your Christmas hugs. Absolutely gorgeous. So you're going to get all those sentiments as well as that gorgeous little penguin. Well, not little. They're quite substantial, aren't they?
They are.
They're squishy penguins, I'd call them. This one is Making Spirits Bright, with him dancing with, I'm saying it's a him, I think it's a boy, dancing with those lights. This next one is Have an Ice Day. Very cute. This one is Snow What Fun. Look at that, done this little sledge or toboggan, whichever way you like to call it. Sending Holiday Cheer. That is just the gorgeous, cutest little cheeky face in there. I'd like a penguin for Christmas. And then finally, Christmas Blessings. That's a gorgeous little angel type penguin that we've got there. I think these are absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait for these to come out on Tuesday. I'm going to be first in there ordering mine.
Yeah, they are gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'm going to be using that Christmas Hugs to start with, Becky.
Lovely.
Now, this one is 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. That's a really big stamp for a penguin. Absolutely love it. But we're going to be doing something different to show how we can make a card. So what I've done is I've got some papers from my stash. I can't remember what pad, I'm going to be honest. Can't remember what this is out of. Is it the solstice? Yes. Not Christmas. Is it winter solstice or winter's towel? There was two, so I think it's out of one of those. And the reason I use it because I thought it had the snowy sea and the Christmas trees in the background. I've also put some really nice bright coloured greens on there as well. I'm not sure what that's out of. It's one of our packs of A4 linen cards, so it is definitely one of ours, just to give it that coordinating pop of colour. And then I've got my 6x6 card blank, so just inside, and inside that I've got a piece of Nina cardstock. All will become clear, because the first thing I want to do is take that one out, pop these ones in. I want to be able to be creative. Now I want to use my dies. So I've got some nesting dies. They are just our stitched circle nesting dies, which I think we might be getting some cool ones coming to us soon. If you haven't got none, we do sell some at Hobby Craft. Yeah. So you've got them down there as well. But any nesting dies will be fine. Okay. I just want these because I want to create that sort of tunnel through my card. So I want to do it offset on my card, but I want to start by matting and layering my layers first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this onto the front of my card, so I know that that's going to fit perfectly, just round, gives me a tiny little bit of white space. Then I'm going to pop my card. I don't need to put that on the white actually for now, but I'm going to pop this one into place as well. And then what I want to do is I want to use my larger one to cut the first out, which is why I've got it like this. So the reason I'm doing this is I want to so I'm laughing because Hannah was sent in a nice message apparently saying my specialist subject, Crafter's Companion, I failed at the first hurdle with the paper pad. I don't know what it is. I would not be getting in that big chair, would I, to know what I'm doing. Now, what I also want to do, I want to take my stamp. You'll see there's a reason I'm doing this, because I want to do my penguin stamp on the inside of my card, but I want him to be seen. So the reason I'm doing this, I'm going to pop him up a little bit higher. We're going to pop him up there, and then I can bring my dies in. So I know that cutting my die off the end of that card is going to work. So I can then place my secondary one round onto there, take that one away, and then we're going to tape that down because I know that's where I want that first die cut into. So this is a really nice way of doing something a little bit different and popping these in. So let's just take that one, pop that on there, and then turn it round. Yeah, paper pads probably are not my specialist. Craig, it probably would be.
I think Lily's pretty good as well at paper pads, isn't she?
Who is?
Lily.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's quite good
okay.
at pads.
Yeah, I just forget the names of them, so that probably wouldn't be. Other products though, hopefully. hopefully would know my job.
Maybe if you had little bits of paper pads and you had to put them into the right grouping, so you know you had little snippets of the paper and you had to work out which paper pad they were from, you'd probably be quite good at that, so you'd remember what goes with what.
Ah, right,
maybe.
yes, possibly. Who knows, right, with this one, now what I want to do with this one is I want to cut through both pieces. So actually I'm going to tape mine together. So let's just already pop those down because we can pop that into place. Let's take that one out because I know with my Gemini that I'll be able to tape those both together. So let's just pop that onto there and there. There we go. So I know that this piece then is going to go on top. So I know that my middle section, which is the smaller die, is going to go onto here. So can you see, it's just making sure that that all fits beautifully. So about there, and then we can take that one away and tape that one down. So again, pop in a little bit of tape. Not even got to the colouring yet, have we? But I really wanted to show you how to do this card because it's a nice little way of doing something a little bit different. Now, because I'm only cutting that piece out, what I'm going to do is we're going to place it towards the top and we're going to just do a double cut because I'm asking that to go through 2 pieces of cardstock. So we're going to pop that through, wait till we know that's gone through, press our pause. So that should be good, and then bring that back out. And hopefully that's, oh, I wonder if it caught, because it had a little bump there. Just we'll see. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yes, it did. I thought I might have done it a little bit too early. So that's going to cut that piece out for me. So let's pop that to the side. So that's given me my card front, and then just pop those away. Bring this one in, and then we've got our front that's going to fit perfectly in between. So that's how you get your aperture in the front of the card. So let's stick that one on. And then, and the reason I'm doing all this first is because I want to make sure that the positioning of our penguin is going to be perfect. And you can't do that until you've cut that hole in your cardstock. So let's pop that on. Whoa, oh no, it's gonna, oh no, no, it's gonna stuck to that one. Oh no, look, that's how good, look, our, oh, that's how good our...
Was that the wind from the fan?
No, I can't blame that because that's at my feet.
Oh. I was wondering why I fancied eating a cheese fondue tonight.
You was what?
I was thinking of, I fancied eating a cheese fondue tonight.
A cheese fondue?
You got your shoes off?
No, I haven't got my shoes off. What is going on with Becky tonight? She's being very cheeky.
I am being very cheeky. I'm not the only one, actually. Sil Sparkley suggested that your specialist subject could be where you're going on holiday.
Oh, yes.
You're just not going to live it down, are you? As soon as any of us go on holiday, we have it, in the neck about going on holiday. I have to say, I really loved reading all of your posts about your holiday because it was like being there because there was so much you crammed into that trip. It was lovely. Really enjoyed that.
I see my friend when I got back, and I haven't seen her for a long while, and she said, "Oh, Debbie, I've loved following your holiday." Yeah. And she said, but I have to say, she said, I kept saying to Larry every day, "Oh my God, look, guess where Debbie is now?" And he goes, "I don't care. I don't want to know, and I don't care." Right, so we're going to pop this in just like so and shut that. And then I know exactly where I'm going to position my penguin. So I know my penguin's going to go lovely there. Then I can take that out and then put it onto my stamping platform. So let's bring that in, and then we know that we've got that positioning exactly right for our card. So let's bring that one in, pop our magnets into place. And I'm just going to make sure that's straight because he looks a little bit on the wonk. There we go. Turn him round, and then we can stamp him onto there. I love it. It sounds like we're getting
loads of pictures coming
cars in. Who knew? Do you like cars, Charlotte, then? Oh. Charlotte wants to buy an MG Roadster.
Oh.
Very nice. I don't even know what that is. See, Cars to me are red cars, blue cars, black cars. My car's a yellow car. Look at that, beautiful
Gorgeous.
penguin, absolutely gorgeous. So let's pop that back so we don't lose him. Pop them onto there, and then let's do some colouring. There we go.
I really like this idea of doing the cards, you know, sort of slightly off centre. Well, no,
Yeah.
quite a lot off centre, isn't it? It looks really
quite
good.
a lot, absolutely. It's just something a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to be creative with a card. So then when you come to putting your card on the inside, you can see he fits perfectly in there. So let's do some colouring. Just going to grab myself some cardstock. Pop that on there, and I'm going to be bringing in a blue this time. Let's bring in a blue, an orange for his feet. We need obviously our grey. So let's do his jumper to start with. You know what I've forgotten, don't you, Becky?
I've forgotten what?
My glasses.
Oh no, Debbie, do you need us to go and get them?
Honestly, I even thought to myself earlier, go and get your glasses, so you
But
don't forget.
you were really busy.
I know, I
in the
have been
break.
really busy. I've coped, so it'll be fine. I just have to, and actually, I'm saying be fine. Really apologies. I have got one finished if we need to. I think I won't finish it all because it's really blurred. Is it staying in the lines? I never forget once when I first started colouring on air, and I didn't wear my glasses, what's new, and I remember someone going and getting them from me from the green room, and I put them on. My colouring was so bad. And I had to apologise. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, and no one said anything, so they were all very nice, but it was quite bad. They must have been thinking, what on earth is she doing? I then realised that I just hadn't been if I concentrate enough, I can just about
It's talking and colouring is quite a challenge, I think, because it's it's one of those things you want to concentrate on.
Yeah, that's it. But we're just.
Still Sparkly says he's going to be a perfect penguin.
Perfect.
Perfect penguin.
A penguin's nice.
Yeah. Aren't they?
I don't mean these penguins. I mean in general.
I think so. I don't think they're nasty. I think they're just quite cute, aren't they?
Like if you was to come across one, would they?
You think
be
back
nice
to
to
the
you?
monkeys?
Well, I was thinking to the monkeys. Yes, when I got attacked by.
Does
a
everyone know
monkey.
your story about the monkeys?
I think so. Yeah, I think everyone knows my story. Yeah, you know, there's me thinking I'm the monkey whisperer, and actually, when I get attacked, I was not the monkey whisperer. That's what it reminded me of then. I thought, I wonder, looks like painting a forest in his belly. Looks like a forest, doesn't it?
I think penguins are nice. I think well, would they protect you the way like a dolphin does? You know, if there was these stories about dolphins that sort of protect humans when sharks have been around, I don't think they would do that. But I like to think a penguin would help you out if you were in trouble.
That's the other thing we're hoping we might do next year is swim with the dolphins.
Oh, nice.
I have done it before.
Yeah.
Which was amazing. And I hope if I do it again, I won't be so nervous, because I was so nervous that I didn't really enjoy it for the first sort of part of it, and then before you know it's over.
Yeah.
It's quite scary when you've got those sort of big mammals under your feet. Not quite sure where they are. No, it's quite scary, Charlotte, but and it didn't help because, well, I mean, I'm going back a few years, but when we got in the water, they said, Princess, I think her name, just had a baby. Oh. And they said to do not touch the baby, whatever you do. So that makes you even more nervous.
No, she's straight back at work.
Yes, yeah, swimming with her.
It would be really difficult not to touch the baby, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah, really difficult. Yeah, absolutely.
Self Sparkly says, what kind of a question is that? Of course penguins are nice.
Oh, sorry, Sil, I didn't mean to offend. I just didn't know. I wasn't sure.
I'm assuming they're nice.
I would assume they were nice. Yes, I would assume.
Well, Nicola, you're going to Google, are penguins nice? And someone's going to go, well, you know, they're fine as long as you don't catch them early on a Monday morning. I reckon they're nice. I reckon they are. They're super friendly with people. So you'll be all right. They won't try and bite you or anything.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good to know. We like friendly penguins, don't we? Absolutely. Right, let's go for an alpine green. I love Google because you Google something and then find out loads of random things. We were Googling something about the Oscars the other day, and then all these things come round about the Oscars. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and it was so interesting. And you think, wow, just pick a subject.
Yeah.
And it's like brings up so much stuff and asks all these random questions.
So have we got random facts about penguins now? Can we have some?
Let's have some random facts.
Right, scientists still don't know for sure how many types of penguins that there are. Oh. Penguins jump up in the air before they dive into the water so they can swim faster. Oh. What, like Michael Phelps? They always jump up in the air. They learn to swim. Did they learn to dive from Tom Daley as well? And this one does his own knitting, just like Tom Daley does as well. Knitted his own jumper. And explorers first called them strange geese. Well, that makes sense, really, doesn't it? And they can swim at speeds of over 10 miles an hour. Wow. They dive down over 800 feet. That is amazing. I'm impressed. That is impressive.
It's quite a bit, isn't it?
Penguin suits act as camouflage. What, like their morning suits, their work suits, the birthday suits. They're always in their birthday suits. Well, yeah, that's true. Debbie's is in jumper because he's been following Tom Daley and he's been doing a little bit of knitting. Some extinct type of penguins grew more than 5 feet tall.
Really?
That's awful. That's like penguin here. That's quite frightening.
Is that true?
Oh, I've got some random facts. Penguin poop is pink and very smelly. What kind of fishy smelly, or like roses? Is it like rose petals? Pammy says, Debbie, you're doing so well without your glasses. I wouldn't be able to colour that so well without mine. I wouldn't either.
I'm having to really concentrate. And
Self Sparkly
not
says,
giving up.
I've never heard of death by penguin.
No, me neither, that's true.
And you need to be careful if you ever meet a wild penguin after dissing them on air, because they're big fans of Crafter's Companion, and they'll be like, hold on a minute, Debbie. I recognise you. You were saying that I might not be very nice. Penguins in the Antarctic can die of overheating. That's why they keep moving when huddled together. So the ones on the inside end up on the outside. So they're moving around all the time. I didn't know that. Some penguins are 4 foot.
Penguins are big, aren't they?
They're the ones. What was that? Was it called the Walk of the Penguins? The Journey of the Penguins? There was like a March of the Penguins. That was quite good.
March of the Penguins.
Okay. Penguins are waterproof. Aren't we?
Well, that
mostly
makes sense. Yeah, they would be, wouldn't they?
Totally waterproof. Not just showerproof, but waterproof. They're social butterflies. Honestly, who knew this amount about penguins? Scientists can find penguins by using their poo. Okay.
Confine.
But why? Why are penguins specially adapted to sink? Why do they want to... Well, I'm sorry, if penguins have got dense skeletons for easier diving, that doesn't say easier diving to me, it says easier drowning, sinking in the water. Oh, I'm feeling sorry for just the feed here is just full of penguin propaganda. Penguins can be international gangsters. Have you not seen Madagascar? Pammy says, I hear penguins and I think of Happy Feet, the movie. So I totally agree. Stephanie says, good afternoon, Debbie, Becky, CCTV team, social superstar and crafty friends, home from morning with just my daughter, no kids, no boyfriend, just us. Loved it and told her we need to do this more often. It's very warm and humid here in Farmingdale, but these little penguins look cool. They do look super cool.
They're very cool, absolutely. Well, I wasn't colouring it in and now I've just gone ahead and done it.
Why not?
But why not? Absolutely. So we're just putting in...
He's so cute.
He's so lovely, isn't he? I mean, they're just really, really beautiful to colour in. They'll give you so much joy and love them, especially if you get them now or get them on Tuesday for the school holidays. The kids are going to love them.
Their arms are also flippers. When we were saying we weren't sure whether paws, arms.
They are flippers. Right, so let's pop our coloured image into our card. So just pop in all those pieces in. Pop him in the middle there. And he's going to fit absolutely perfect. Just like so. And turn that over. Like that. Now, with your snowmen, with your penguins, you get little sentiments in here. So I've just stamped out a little sentiment. So sending you warm winter wishes. And we're just going to pop that on with a little bow to finish off. So I'm just going to turn that a little bit. We're going to pop some on that side and on this side. And then we're just going to literally pop that across that middle part. Just like so. And then we've just got a bow to pop in the middle. So let's just pop that down there. Pop that on. And there we go. Look at that. We've got our warm winter wishes with our little penguin on the inside.
I love that. That's so clever. Really love that. Oh, brilliant. These are all about the penguins. It was all about the penguins today. Everything that anyone's messaging in is penguins. These are going to be coming out on Tuesday. These are beautiful little penguin stamps we've got for you. So the first one is your Christmas hugs, which you've just seen just a moment ago. The next one is your making spirits bright with that little dancing penguin covered in all those lights. We then got the ice skating penguin, which is have an ice day. This next one is on his toboggan, snow what fun. This one is sending holiday cheer, which looks absolutely gorgeous, so cute. And then finally, this is a Christmas blessings with that little angel penguin here. Everyone's saying they're learning so much about penguins. Penguins. Loads of information on here. Did you know the male hatches the baby while the female forages? I read somewhere that the male is chosen by the female from the rock that the male gets her. They're like diamonds.
There you go.
Yeah, and they're the most endangered birds on Earth, with about 2/3 of the species listed as threatened or endangered. So there you go. So you need to save the penguins by making sure you've got penguin stamps for Christmas. Right. Next thing we're going to look at are the pictures. Oh, what pictures have we got? Let's have a look. We're fine. Oh, look at that. That's Mini Memories by Pam Evans. That looks lovely.
That's beautiful.
That's really
Love
pretty.
that.
That's lovely. With from Pam as well, and then all the other different parts of it. They're beautiful, aren't they? Is that the vintage butterflies that you used on there? I don't know. That looks lovely. Really like that. Very nice. Thank you, Pam. And then
look at
some
that.
cards. So what card's this?
It's very cool.
This is a 1958 Chevy Apache. Look at that, that is amazing.
Wow.
That's exactly the kind of car my son likes. He likes American cars. Yeah, it does.
Very good.
Lovely. Excellent. Right, next thing we're going to have a look at is mini memories. Have I got this? Is that what I've got down here?
Yes, yes, that's the one.
There's quite a lot here. So we've got all these mini memories. So they're going to be coming out sometime in July, is what we know at the moment. We've got lots of different bits and pieces on here. Now, I've not seen these being made. I've not seen them at all, so I'm quite looking forward to seeing what you're going to be having on here. But these are the outer casings and the drawers. So these are all the templates related to creating all of these. Just put them around the right way. That would be better, Becky. This is the outer casing, again, of the drawers. And then we've got the same kind of situation on here. So obviously, looking at these on the boards, quite difficult to tell how they're all going to come together, but Debbie's going to talk us through what these all are. And then you've got the accessory templates with those little pockets, and then this one with the little spine on there too. You've also got other parts of this, which are the dies. So you've got the binding here to create the spine. You've got the page edges, so little dies to create all those different edges to it. And then these created those little decorative accessories, all those little finishing touches to it, as well as the flip book. And then that is the index pages as well. So there's quite a lot involved in making these memory albums, aren't they?
Yeah, you know what we've done here, and it's why they were super popular before. I mean, I'm talking so popular that they all sold out. We've been very lucky to get a restock of these ones, which is amazing. So they're all coming in brand new to us. What's incredible about them is you go for what you want to go for, but if you go for the whole set, you're able to make so many different elements in them, including extra boxes, extra drawers, extra memory books. Having all those dies to go with them as well are absolutely incredible. I'm just going to bring in some of the samples I've got down here. So something like this, Becky, look at this. How incredible is that?
Lovely.
So you can go from doing long boxes to ones this way to creating all these opening drawers, all this hardware you get as well.
Yeah.
And then these little folders are amazing, and these hold your memory books.
Oh.
So you literally, your memory books are just pages and pages of whatever you want them to be. You can see all these die cuts in here and what the dies are to create them with.
Oh, yes.
All the little embellishments. You're getting the spine to be able to create the spine to this, the pages to create the pages. It just goes on. These little file boxes, you're getting the template to make them as well. They are absolutely incredible. They just look so cute. You can get organised. You can put whatever you want in them. They just look amazing. Love those. Let me bring you another one that's down here, which is done completely different. So you can see here, it looks like we've put drawers on the side, but they're just panels.
Yeah.
And then inside, you've got those memory book little holders again. So you can make them however you want, in whatever designs, using whatever papers you want to.
Okay.
Now, let's have a look first of all. I'm going to try and get a memory book done as well today, but first of all, let's have a look at that casing. Now, this is your outer casing and drawer template. Now, what's great about this is you've got everything to be able to create all of these items. So being able to create that main unit plus your drawer. Now, if you want to make two of those, you can stack them on each other. If you want to make more drawers, you can do that, because the drawer is a freestanding unit in its own right. You don't have to be incorporating in it. If you just want the casing, you can just do that, and I'll show you how. The other great thing about this, as you've seen with Becky showing you those boards, everything tells you what it is, tells you where your fold line is, tells you where to glue, tells you what this is. So your box unit side panel, your casing for your drawer, your box unit back panel. So those two we're going to need. Your box casing top box, you've got your drawer casing, and you've got your drawer template, and it will all become clear. So let's pop these ones first of all to the side, and let's just bring in these two. Now, I'm not going to go through, we haven't got long enough to go through everything with these. This is just a first look at them. So what I am going to do is already bring in my pre-done ones. Now with these, you're going to need 2 of these. So what you would do is literally, if I turn it around the other way because I've done them back to front here, you can see that all you're going to do is draw around them, cut them out and put in your markings. So if I turn it around, you'll be able to see I've just drawn in those markings.
Okay.
Becky, your pens would work wonders on here.
The heat erasable ones.
Yeah, the invisible pens, because they would just they would vanish. But actually, I learned before when we had them in, I used to rub all these out and worry about them, but you're not going to see them because you're going to put your pretty papers in them, you're going to be covering them up, so you don't have to worry about your lines. What you also could do if you wanted to is just put 1 dash at the top, 1 at the bottom, and you know that's where your score line's going to go, because that's all it's for. Those dashed lines are score lines. I've put them in so you know you can see them and where they go. So we need 2 of those, so I've cut 2 of those out, and I know that that's my draw unit box side panels, okay? So these side panels are going to go literally together, so just like that. Again, for quickness, I've put on all my tape. So I've put my tape under here, I'm going to turn them round, and I'm just going to take that tape off, just to attach them together. So it's first of all, in fact, I'm going to do my trick with the kitchen towel. So we're going to pop this just over here, and it means that as soon as you lay down your backing for your red liner, it will disappear off your hands. So good little tip. So we're going to just make sure that we've popped that into place. Once I know that's in place, give that a rub down, burnish that down. So that takes my unit to here. So you can see bending that round will take my unit to there. So that gives me my square. So let's just do that. I'm going to fold that over. We're just going to, again, lost my pokey tool. Take your pokey tool off. Not your pokey, you don't want to take your pokey tool off. You want to use your pokey tool to take your backing off. Again, look at that. It's like magic. It just takes it from your hands. Then we're going to fold this one over, literally making sure we've got that all in line, just like so. Fold that together, and then just again burnish that in so it doesn't come apart. Now this bit is where you have your backing on here. Now your backing actually goes, oh no it's not, should have done that first. Sorry about that. I'm just going to take this off because what this does, it reinforces your edges. Should have folded them in first of all. I was thinking they were the sides to put my backing on, but my backing has already got sides on it, and I'll show you that in a second. But what this does, because this is going to be where your drawers can go into, or where your books can go into, or your folders, or whatever you choose to go in. I'm going to fold those as I go along. So what this does, it reinforces your edges by folding them over.
Right.
So everything has been thought out for you. So just doing those, let's take these ones off as well. So yeah, you'll do those to start with. The other good thing is that there's already tutorials for these out there. So you can get practicing before you get yours come to you. But hopefully it won't be long. We're just hoping that they will be here in July. So let's pop that one in.
Well, it's not long until July anyway, is it? We're not sure when, but you know,
is it
next week?
What's the date today? It's the 24th today.
Yeah.
So literally it is, yeah, a week away. So let's use our scoring tool just to burnish in that inside there. Just turn that round. Just on that side, move that, and then again, burnishing that all the way round. So that gives us our inside, and that means that we've got nice neat edges all the way around there. Now we've got our box base unit, so that's this one here. So you see it says our box unit back panel, and it tells you where to put your glue. So that's why I've already put my glue in there. I'm just making sure all my sides are folded in, and then we're going to take away our tape, because this is the bit that's going to fit snugly in the centre. So just taking away that tape. If you make sure you burnish your red liner tape down really well, it will stay in place. It will come up much easier. So let's take, in fact, let me take all those bits off, pop them in the bin. So these bits here, now you want to just put them in a little bit, because on the side that you haven't folded your edges down, you're just going to pop these into place. So you want to just start with popping one in. So that's going to go inside. So you can see, if I lean that up there, you can see that's going to go along that edge on the inside. And then these ones are going to fold in as well. So what I tend to do is fold them in, because that's quite sticky, and then tuck the opposite one in. So once you've done the opposite one, pop that inside. That's going to fit nice and snugly inside there. That's it, and that's it, right on there. And then turn it on the inside, and that way you can then push that down and make sure you've got those extra bits on that inside. There we go, just like so. And then you get a really neat edge. Let's pop that one in, just on that inside. Just like that, and just press in there. So we've got that, look at that. Fits absolutely perfectly. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors, because I can see inside, and I'm just going to, if I turn that round so you can see, you just want to go across the back there so you can see inside there, to pop that down, and then do that all the way round. So just in there, right at the back, turn it round, just along the back, and that way you're burnishing, and that will all stay secure. And that gives you your front of your box. So you can see straight away, that's our box already done. Now for the drawer, let's pop that to the side. So that's your unit on its own. Let me find someone's little one of your folders. So these folders will now fit in there, so you can see. So that is your unit. So if you just want to make that to hold your memory books, you can do that. But what you can also do is make the drawer that goes with that, which makes it a really handy thing to have. So let's again bring in our next lot of templates. All are said for you. It says all written on the templates exactly what they are. I'm just making sure I keep all my templates together. And again, you've got your drawer casing, so it says your box top. You've got your drawer casing box, which is your main unit, so you know that your casing are going to go together. And then you've got your drawer template. So what you're going to do is, let me bring in all my pieces. So this one here you can see. Now all I've done is took my piece of card, drawn round it, put my folds in there, and I've also put the glue where it tells me to put my glue as well. And then all we're going to do is fold those all in and follow those lines. Now again, these edges are to keep your edges nice and flat. So what I want to do is take off first of all of our red liner tape. And I've done that just so you can see where I've edged it. Normally I would just use our tape pens to go on the top, but I want you to see where it says to put your glue and where we've put our glue is exactly the same place. So just taking all those ones away. And then we're going to bring in these little tabs and take those glue in. They're the ones that are going to glue to this side. So next one. And it's all quite self-explanatory, and I think if ever there was a time to do some memory books, I think now is the time. We've been through pandemics, we've been through lots of things in our life, we've been through so much goodness as well coming through all that, that sometimes we just want to plan ahead, don't we? Make plans, make memories, and put them all where we can find them, and where our loved ones can find them as well. So taking all those off, let me just pop that on there. Oh, gone underneath. So first of all, we're going to pop our sides in. So just bringing that up, we're just going to adhere those tape to the sides, just like so, and just give that a massage. And then we're going to go along and do the same all the way round, making sure that those corners meet on each side. Now I do this first before I fold the corners down, because then you've got your sort of double whammy, really, a double stick, because not only are you sticking those side pieces in, you're then coming down over the top with these edges. So we're just going to come down, fold them in, come down and fold them in all the way around. So I'll third side and then our fourth. And exactly the same, just going to come in with our scoring tool and we're just going to burnish those down. You want to make sure that you burnish and rub all of these lines down, because what we're making here are memories that people are going to want to be looking at. Drawers that are going to want to be pulled out, sort of almost like a mini bookcase. So we want to make sure nothing's going to fall apart, because there's nothing worse is that the grandkids come round and they're like, Nanny, or even parents, and they say, can we have a look at the memory book, can we have a look at our photos, and then something falls off or it's come apart, and then you feel like you don't want to have a go at anyone because you know it's probably not their fault. So that's your actual drawer, so you've got that. And where I was saying about it being separate, because these drawers aren't designed, I mean you could, if you want, just put a freestanding drawer in there, but they're not designed like that. So what we're then going to do is now bring in our box unit. So we've got our, sorry, not the box unit, the drawer units. Got these bits here. So you've got your casing for the top, and then you've got your casing for your main one. So if I bring those in, you can see this one here, that gives me that one, like so. And then this one, if I turn that from there, you can see all I've done is cut all that out and done all my gluing. Tells you where your fold lines are, where your glue lines go. So all we're going to do is follow those lines. So again, folding in these pieces like so. Now this bit here, can you see, it's almost like a strange looking box. Now we've done this to keep the cost down, to do 2 different templates, because then this one here is going to go over your top like so. Which way round? Is that way round? And then across there. So that creates your whole little casing for your box, like so, okay? Like that. So is it the other way? Let me just, it's the other way. I did it the wrong way, so that way round. Just making sure I know what I'm doing. So let's take off first of all the additional pieces, like so. And then, where's my, get it out and then keep moving it away. Put that on there. And then we're just going to move all these pieces out. And like I say, don't worry if you're not following when you get these, or it might actually make you get these already out that you've already got. Let us know if you've done some things with them. We've already had some photos in, so any more would be amazing. But these were very popular and people love them, which is why we're bringing them back. Do you ever do any scrapbooking or memory albums at all, Becky? Never?
Never. I've never done any scrapbooking.
It's where I started scrapbooking.
Yeah, I remember you saying this. My mum made me a scrapbook for my 40th, which is made out of fabric.
My mum did the same for my 40th.
Yeah, and it's lovely, and I really wish I sort of thought about doing that myself. I do have something called my memory box, which is an old cardboard box that I throw things in that meant something.
Right.
So like I've got the cinema ticket from the first time I went to the cinema with my husband. If you want to know, he took me to see A Time to Kill. Not the most romantic of films, John Grisham kind of courtroom drama. It was quite disturbing, sort of put me off. And then things like the stub of the first ticket on our holiday, that kind of thing, and love letters as well. That I didn't get from my husband, I got them from other boys. But I kept them all in my memory boxes, things to sort of remind me of bits and pieces. Little cards and things that people sent me. And you should do something with them, because what else am I going to do with them? Just sit in this box.
Well, it's very
so
true.
absolutely should do something like that. And there's these kind of like boxes to contain everything in is a good idea. I like that idea. Loads of people liking this. Kathy Myers says, I see a big order coming my way. Pammy said she used craft card and Kalal all-purpose glue on hers, and it's very sturdy.
Oh, amazing.
Sue Benson says, I do love templates that they take away all the guesswork. Lynn says, yes, I love this set. I'm inspired to get this set back out and create. Joyce says, I love, 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 love these things. Sylph says, will the memory dies cut through mount board?
No.
No.
No, they won't. They're just thin metal dies.
These bits you might want to use mount board for or grey board for, would you?
Well, the thing is with that, you wouldn't be able to score them and bend them.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so, but actually, once you've done them all, I mean, reinforcing that line there, it means that it's strong enough then, and your box is going to fit. Look at that. Fit perfectly in your little casing, which is great, which means you can then attach that to the base, or if you wanted to, you can attach that to the top. So you can put your drawer wherever you want it. You might want to put 2 drawers and have 2 drawers on the bottom. But what I would suggest is if you're going to be putting memory books in here, it's going to be weighty on the base. So I would say if you're going to start using them, pop your drawers on the top. Because it'll be a lot more sturdier. You've also got your hardware, which is absolutely brilliant. Honestly, I can't stress enough, when these come in, just buy them. Even if you're not going for the memory books, because they are so handy. They come in, well, before they were a brilliant price. People just love them. But what they are is you've got your corners. So if I bring these out, you've got loads in here, and they are your little corners. So if I bring one of those out and just show you what I mean.
Are they metal?
They're metal, yeah, they're actual metal.
Oh yeah.
Gold, and they literally, so in the corners, so up here, you literally pop them in, turn that round, doing it back to front. Look at that, you pop them on the corner, and then all I would do is use your pokey tool, put a little hole in the top, and then make that a little bit bigger, and there's 3 holes in the top of that, and then you've got your little brads inside, and you pop your brads in them and it holds them in place, and then that way it protects the corners. So what I would say doing these on is the feet. Pop them in the feet, because then that will protect them when they're on the bookshelf and things. So absolutely brilliant. When we come to doing the memory book, hopefully we'll have time, I'll put a handle on and show you the handles, but the handles work in the same way. You get these really cute little handles, and you literally do exactly the same thing. These haven't been opened, just trying to find the opening for you. There we go, just like so. So these would then go on your drawer. So let's bring the drawer in. You would have your drawer and literally do the same. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
So you pop those in the middle, put little holes in the side. You've got the brads in there to attach them. They are amazing. So you can really make your boxes look really professional, which I absolutely love. But that is how you pop your boxes together. So in the next hour, I think we'll do some more penguins, and then we'll come back to this and do some memory books, and then I'll show you my finished sample.
Fantastic. Oh, I'm really looking forward to those. Loads of people loving this. Tracy says, I joined Crafters Companion just after this came out, and I was gutted I missed out on these. So glad they're coming back.
Oh, that's fabulous.
That's brilliant news for you. Anne says, I bought this collection on eBay a while ago thinking it would not return. I'm so excited to get more of the hardware.
Brilliant, yes.
So these will be coming out sometime in July. So to recap what you're getting here, you've got these different templates. So this is the template to make those little sort of accessories, those little sort of booklets in there, and that's to make the what you've just seen now, that outer box and the drawer. But you've also got decorative accessories here, all those little sort of embellishment part kind of bits. Also a flip book here, and then you've got the hardware. So you've got those corners that you've just seen Debbie using, and also those little handles in there as well. So these are going to be coming out to you very, very soon. I do hope you're enjoying what we've got to take. Lots of people were saying, did all of this come with the original set? So was that all of those bits and pieces, including all those bits?
Yes,
that came
it's got
together?
everything. I believe it's got everything that we had originally in. So all those templates, all the dies, all those page edges, all the album spines. Yeah, absolutely everything. It's very rare we see things like this come back into stock, but we've had it all reordered and remade, and yeah, because you loved it so much.
Fantastic.
It's going to be amazing.
Not surprised, they look really good. Other items we've got on the show, we've got some Aqua blend pencils as well for you. These are beautiful. I've not had chance to play with mine yet. I have got some at home, and I am looking forward to having the chance to play with them. This collection has got 4 different sets in here. This first one is your, why can I not see what colour you are? Essentials, put that really big font down here. Can't take me anywhere. So Essentials is the first one. The next one is your landscape collection. Then we have the portrait collection. And then finally, the botanical collection here. All those beautiful pencils. And we do have plenty of YouTube videos to show you how best to use these and to give you an idea of all the different colours. Move them right there, Becky. How these look. So these are your essentials. And then, why can't I get you off? This is your landscape. I can't separate them. This is your portrait. And then finally your botanicals. £64 or $77. Platinum price is £51.20 or $61.60 for all 4 sets. This is really well worth having, isn't it? Tracy said, you know what would be awesome is to make the outer layer out of balsa wood. I suppose you could do that, but you wouldn't have any of those, like you said, you wouldn't have the bits to fold in. You could I was thinking you could possibly make it like Michelle does hers, where she wraps papers round, so the paper is the bend, but actually because you've got the templates, I think cardstock is honestly sturdy enough. And when you think about these samples that we've got, so all of these samples, let me just bring them up to you. These samples were made when we first bought it out, and these have been stored away in boxes and been used, and we've had them out multiple times, and look how prestige they still are. Still lots, I mean, this is great to show you. So you've got your edges on those binders, you've got all those pages still. These, and it's all made out of black cardstock, this one. It's just, they're just amazing. The drawers, you can see, still amazing. In fact, that drawer's upside down, so that must go that way, drawer on top. But I love these, like all of these, literally made out of cardstock, are 300 GSM. So honestly, don't worry about making them out of something stronger. These are quite robust once they're put together. They've been designed with all those edges that fold in to make them stronger and last a long time. And a great way, if you've got a favourite paper pads, actually being able to see them. Because we're all victims of buying paper pads and then keeping them and not actually touching them. But this way, you can have them out and actually see them and enjoy them properly. Yeah, absolutely. Can I just show you this as well? Because this is something else that we've got. There's a set of dies which look like a set of nesting dies, but actually it's your sort of fold-in book. Look at this. It literally folds out, so you've got that little sort of booklet. It's so clever with all these little pockets that you can create in them. Just such a lovely design that you can fold that in, and you're getting different deckled edges on there. Just a nice way of, again, just putting your memories in them. You might have one for your recipe cards, you might have one for your receipts, you might want to keep one just to get organised. So many things that you can do. You might want to make a birthday book, keep all your birthdays in them, and then add your birthday cards as you make them into the little folders. So much you can do with them. It's why people love them then, and you will love them now. Absolutely, I think they're gorgeous. Stephanie says, I see fans are blowing. Is it hot in the studio? After all, there are a couple of hotties on camera. It is baking in here. It is. Yeah, we have got fans. I do apologise if I look a little bit like Beyonce. I don't. Why am I apologising for looking like Beyonce? I'd be delighted if I looked like Beyonce. Yeah, so it is a little bit warm. I hope you're staying nice and cool. I hope you're enjoying the show so far. We're going to take a quick break and we will see you in a couple of moments.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right? Should be coming in. Should be coming. What does she do? Exactly how she looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Hello everybody, welcome back. It's all about little cute penguins and little cute memory books today. We've got some more pictures to show you. So we wanted pictures of classic cars, dogs, what else did we say? Mini memory albums, and what did I say? Holidays. Yeah. So we've got some more photos to show you. Oh, this is a really cool car. This is from Anne. What's that? A Trans Am. So look how we know all these classic American cars. I'm just relying on Nicola telling me in my ear. It's born in 1976, bought in 1976. And Anne still has it. 1976, it's 47 years old. Good maths there. It's because I was born in 1975, so it's easy for me to work out. Well, it's easy for me to work out now. I remember how old I am.
I'm 6 years older than you.
Oh, you don't look 6 years older than me.
Yeah, I do.
You don't. There was messages there saying how lovely your hair looked earlier on today.
Thank you. I know everyone
I do think
keeps
you look like
saying
an
that.
angel today.
It's because I'm all in white.
What's the next photo we've got?
Though, Anne.
That is beautiful. Oh, that's a memory album from Deb. That looks lovely.
Oh, looks like someone's. In fact, it's your daughter's graduation soon, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
That looks like a
well,
graduation.
we've now been told that her results have been delayed because
look at that. Lazy.
They're on strike. But we will eventually find out if she's graduated.
That's gorgeous.
That's
Deb.
great. I love that. What great keepsake. And this one from Terry Anderson.
Oh, beautiful.
That's really beautiful. That's very, not Victoria's Secrets, Agent Provocateur with the pink and the black.
Oh, yes, the pink and the black, yes.
Or Victoria's Secrets, all those kind of colours, isn't it? Very nice indeed. Lots of people are loving these cards and mini memories. Pammy says, mine is over a year old and it's held up so well. So like you say, just using your normal cardstock, not having to use anything like grey board or mount board, is making a difference in order for you to sort of create those beautiful little boxes. Dana says, I love how you plan through everything ahead of time to lead us through the projects. You're so organised, Debbie. Thank you, and I love watching your instructional videos.
Oh, thank you very much. That's really lovely. I try to be organised, yeah. I'm definitely not a messy crafter. I like to tidy up as I go along and sort it all out, and hopefully I explain well enough. So,
absolutely, I think you do. I think it's easy to follow. And I think, you know, watching you make things, you think, oh, actually, that's achievable, I can do that. Whereas I think when you first sort of see it, you might think, oh gosh, it looks a bit complicated. But when you break it down, it makes
the hardest thing is thinking of new things, but keeping it achievable for everybody.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can do something a little bit overcomplicated and you think it's okay because you've worked it out, but actually sometimes they're just a little bit too hard to follow. So breaking things down. But actually, even the most complicated things, if they're broke down well enough, anyone can follow them.
Yeah.
And the great thing with Crafters TV, which is my massive love about them, and I do exactly the same, you can go back and rewatch them, you can pause time and time again. I do it all the time, especially Leanne. I did it with Leanne when we was doing the Academy of Colour. I followed a lot of her, and actually what I found is I think I can, I don't think I'm the best colourist, but I know how to colour. And I just think knowing those things and practising those things, I think make a massive difference, and I've learned so much from Leanne.
Practice makes perfect.
Absolutely.
Isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. We're going to go back to penguins. They're so cute. I love these. Have you noticed how much I like these? These are just gorgeous. The first one we've got is Christmas Hugs with that gorgeous penguin with his big woolly jumper on. The next one is this one, which I just dropped, which is Making Spirits Bright with those beautiful little lights. This one is Have an Ice Day with your ice skating penguin on there. Then we've got Snow What Fun on that little toboggan. And then we have Sending Christmas Cheer, beautiful little box with the penguin popping out. And finally, Christmas Blessings with that little angelic little penguin. Debbie, what are you going to make for us this time?
The Making Spirits Bright. I love this little guy. I just think he is super cute. I think he's dancing with his lights. I love it. So what I'm going to do here is multiple stamping on a background. So I've got my rocker blocks out. I've got my piece of card, and I've got my background piece of card. Not that it really matters here because someone stamped loads on here, and I don't think it really matters. But the reason I did this, and I want to show you, because if you've only got your stamping platform, it's a really good idea. Let me just grab my stamping platform so I can explain. It's a really good idea if you've got this to put a piece of paper underneath, but when you put that piece of paper down, put some lines around the piece that you're doing, and then that way when you want to do multiple stamping, because I want to stamp around the edges, you know where to lay it each time. So what I was doing, so then I was thinking, well, I can move it about and I can move that stamp, because you have to take this stamp off. So it just helps with positioning it on there. But just for quickness, I'm just going to use my rocker blocks, because this is why I always think our rocker blocks have a really good place in the market still, because they're perfect, because it's that heel to toe stamping, but it means that you can see where you're stamping, and it also means you can do that quick stamping. Now I'm just leaving this on here, and the reason I included this, so I know roughly where I can where I've already stamped my images, because I've already got one stamped out, but I just want to show you. Now you don't have to do it this way, because when you originally have your stamped image, you can just put it wherever you want. What I would say is make sure you really ink your stamp up, so you've got your ink completely saturated, and then we're just going to go over the edge there, rock from heel to toe, and what I'm doing is making sure all my fingers are pushing down at the same time, because I want to sort of do this a few times. So doing that there, so you can see, take that away, and we've got our little penguin stamped at the side. So then we're going to just, I'm going to position that back down there. I don't need to do it exactly the same, but because I've already coloured my image in, I want you to see why I stamped it in the same place. So just popping that in the side.
And again, you're using that flagstone colour again?
Yes, or using the flag. I use that quite a lot. And then we're just going to go in with this little dude at the side, just pressing down, popping that in there, so you can see we're starting to get that build up of images on there. Now what you could do, I'm going to turn this round, you could use a different of your penguin stamp. So you could have multiple different ones on the same page. I just used the same one because I just thought he was a lot of fun. So just popping them down. Again, just inking that top part because all I want is just to do that one at the top. And we've overlapped a little bit, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. And then all I've done, let me see if I've got, my finished one here. All I've done with this one is I've just stamped, so I've turned that round, you'll see I've done nose. I've just stamped, 'tis the season to be jolly, and that's the stamp set that comes with that stamp. I love that we always put stamp sets on. I think we're very lucky that we use all that space. And we give you value for money. Where stamps are concerned, I give you lots of different sentiments. I mean, you've got 4 different sentiments just on that one stamp set. So let's just pop that one back. Just clean that off a little bit and pop that one on side. Now, I do have one already coloured in, so I'm not going to spend too much time colouring, but we will colour in a little bit. So let me just bring in a sheet of card to colour onto, and then let's just bring in some different colours. Let's start with a red. Let's start with this one over here, and we're just going to colour some of those baubles. I'm not worried, you can, if you wanted to, put some highlight, you can use dark and light, but you know, they're only the lights. If you want to just shade them, you can do that. What I would suggest is putting some of your glossy eye highlights on them.
Oh yes,
I think that would look really cool. Let's do some blue ones. And then onto here. So you can do them whatever colours you want to. Just a case of picking out those lights. Let's put a third colour in there. Let's have a nice green. And just do a few more.
He looks so happy, doesn't he?
He's like like the happiest penguin ever.
Yeah.
That's what makes me think he must be listening to some music. I don't think I'm a particularly music person, to be honest. Although, so you'd think so, as I've been going to lots of concerts recently.
Yeah, you've been to loads.
I love live music.
Yeah.
But I'm not one for just listening to music.
What do you listen to in the
was a
car
kid.
when you're driving? Because you've got a long journey.
So my favourite, I could listen to him all day, is Ed Sheeran.
Really?
I love Ed Sheeran. Yeah, absolutely love him. And I love him even more now watching his documentary. Have you seen his documentary?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's very good. Yeah, very good. It made me cry. Mind you, everything makes me cry. Yeah, it's quite sad. You don't realise what people go through. You just think of them as this, you know, rock star and music star, and you don't realise that they have lives of their own and go through so much stuff. Yeah, his wife had cancer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. His best friend died.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's just it's very good. Sorry if you haven't watched it, but some of you might know things about it. But I thought it was very good. But I love him. I just think he's brilliant. He's such an inspiration. He comes from near me as well.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, Ipswich. He was brought up in Ipswich.
Oh, right.
So, although, mind you, I'm going to say that, and I'm not sure now where he comes from himself, but he wasn't actually born in Ipswich. But yeah, he's quite inspirational, and I just love his music. Absolutely love his music. So let's just think. Oh, and his arms. That's what we want to do next.
I go in bouts of music. So at the moment, I'm listening to a lot of Rolling Stones. I don't know why. I've obviously heard. I think I must have watched a film, and they had Sympathy for the Devil. And it made me listen to a load of Rolling Stones music, and I'd never really listened to it before.
Oh, okay.
And I'll listen to that for religiously for like a couple of weeks, and then I'll go on to something else.
Ah, I mean, it has been for quite a while. I've just been listening to Harry Styles.
Yeah, of course.
But Charlotte's just said an interesting thing. Did you just hear what she said? He was born in Redditch.
No, he was born in Redditch. He lived in Evesham.
Oh my goodness, that's unbelievable.
Because he worked in a baker's, didn't he, when he did you know an awful lot of Harry Styles. I mean, it's almost he went to school with your friend.
Wow.
telephone number? Do you know that?
Ben's like that. I still can't get over Ben went to school with
Chris Martin. No.
I can't get over that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I went to the same school as Bobby Davro.
Did you?
He's
Charlotte,
he's
who's
like
that?
an 80s comedian. He went to the same school as me. And his name was in the detention book. At the end of the school, when you're about to move into secondary school, I was sent to go and get the detention book, and I was really upset because I'd never been in any trouble at all. And it was only so they could show all of us Bobby Davro's name in the detention book.
Ah.
So we've been asking everyone what their favourite penguin stamp is, and Dana says the lights one, the one you're using now. Carletta says the lights one. Betty Weaver says the one on the toboggan. Sylv says the one with the lights. No, the one in the box. No, the ice skating one. Okay, the one with the lights. I think everyone likes the ones with the lights.
That's funny.
Pammy says, stand by my love for the penguin in the box, but this one is adorable too. And Thea says she likes this one too. It's just so gorgeous. It's like a hybrid of the beginning to look a lot like Christmas and the Bar Humpug punny stamps we had last year, where that had the bulldog with the lights around its ears, didn't it?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And then all I would do to finish off is use your different colours that you've used and just do little dots. Just sort of sporadically around. And it just really, and then if I bring in my finish one with them all, look at that. Oh, how cute does it look?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, and literally just dotting around really makes them look like they're having fun and dancing around the music. I just love it. So we've just done that. So using them multiple times, I think is a great way to use them. So let's just bring in our card to pop all these in place. So again, I'm just using, I grabbed my cardstock. This shimmer cardstock in black was from our Beautiful collection because that had a black. I was thinking, where's there a nice black cardstock? I thought, I know, the Beautiful one. So I've just used that. And again, I've used the papers that came with the Christmas ornaments last year and just used that Beautiful. It's double-sided, but I do like these papers. They're great for all your Christmas makes. And then just popping these on, because at the moment I've not seen any new Christmas pads, so I'm sort of digging out my old ones. Let me just grab my scoring tool. So again, popping that into place, and then we're going to mat and layer. In fact, I'm going to mat and layer this one onto my card blank, and then we're going to just put some foam tape on that one, just to give it a bit of height. So just turning that round. Adding that tape round there, pop that one into place. Again, I've just done a 7x7 card. Been keeping them quite just normal sort of square cards today, just to really showcase the beautiful stamps. And then we're just going to use some foam, pop that onto here.
What's that you got, Debbie?
I'm using some foam on a roll.
Oh, no, you can't.
Foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll. Hey! I love it, Becky, that you always do that.
I know. I try and make people say what it is all the time, and no one does.
I'm the only person that does it. I love it. Actually, what did we do the other day? There was a new tune, and someone said that would work really well. It was the Addams Family. What's that Addams Family?
Yeah.
So it was like foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll. Yeah, we actually did manage to do it. It was like, yes, it works.
I try and make Corinne say it, but it's impossible. And Lily won't say it either.
No, nor will Craig. Although Craig did the
no one can
Addams
see,
Family
but sometimes
one.
on the other side of the studio they give me a really angry look. Really angry. Don't make me say those words.
I like having a sing-song to anything, to be honest.
Yeah. We need to sing in the car on the way home.
Oh, I'm always singing in the car on the way home.
What song do you belt out in traffic?
So, so what I always sing, and I've told this story before, that it's an awful song to sing for me because it's just, you can't get it right, is Chandelier. You know, I want wanna swing on the chandelier. And I knew I was really bad. And then I remember singing it really loud at the top of my voice once going down the motorway. And I was like, oh, I've nailed it. I thought I really felt like I'd sung it so well. And I turned the radio down and I was like, I wanna swing. I was like, I've really not nailed it. I was awful. It was so bad.
I think I sound really good in the shower, and I think it's the acoustics in the shower that make me sing very well. And my husband sings really loudly in the shower, and he forgets he's got the window open, so you can hear him down the street. And he only sings to 90s
funny.
house music.
Oh, wow.
Like Robin S, Show Me Love. That song.
Oh, yes, I love that.
We'll sing,
you wanna show me love.
We'll sing that on the way home.
Oh, I love that song, yes. Yes, you're right. That sort of music's really good, yeah. Sometimes I feel like throwing my hands up in the air. I know I can count on you. That's me in the car, yeah.
Exactly. That kind of house music is house music we're going to sing to. That
me and your hubby would get on.
Oh, exactly. We'll film ourselves singing it, and he'll be really jealous.
Yes, absolutely. There you go. That's our penguin card.
That is so cute. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Super cute. How lush, everyone's saying. Dana says, I love he's dressed up in reindeer antlers. Pammy says it's adorable. Heather says they're all so dang cute. And Jennifer says these penguins are too stinking adorable. I completely agree with you. These are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Make sure you set your alarm, because these are going to be available on Tuesday, and you will be fighting me for these because I'm going to go for them as well. And this is your Christmas hugs with that gorgeous little squishy penguin with his fluffy jumper on. Then we've got Making Spirits Bright, which I think is the overall favourite. Everyone loves this one. And as you said, Debbie, I do like the fact that we give you the sentiments as well.
Absolutely.
Have a nice day. It's a little skating one. Then you've got the one on the sledge or toboggan. Do you say sledge or toboggan?
Sledge.
Sledge. Anyone in the gallery? Sledge or toboggan? Sledge. I'm going to say toboggan just to be contrary. Snow What Fun is this one. The next one is
Sending... there a difference?
I don't think so. No. And then the final one is a Christmas Blessings with that little angel one. Very, very cute. Tuesday cannot come fast enough. I need these, says Kathy. Me too. In fact, maybe I'll just take them out of the packaging and take them home. No one will know. No one will know. So this show is all about the penguins, but we've also got all about the mini memory albums. Mini memory albums. And we're going to have a look at those again, aren't we, Debbie?
Yes, absolutely, yes. Right, we're going to... Oh, we're not just yet. No.
We're going to go for...
I was getting carried away then.
We're too excited, that's what it is. We're going to go for a quick break just to get ready, because there's obviously lots of components with this one. So give us a couple of moments. We'll be back to you in a couple of moments' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those 3 people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away, we're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air, love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Hello everybody, welcome back. You love the penguins. I love the penguins. We all love the penguins. Gilmore says, I love the angel penguin. Love them all. Stephanie says they're all adorable. Amelia says, OMG, so adorable. I must have them. They are absolutely gorgeous. But also there's a lot of love for these memory albums as well. These are the next demo we're going to have a look at. So you've got your outer part of your template, so you can create that sort of outer box as well as those little drawers in there. You also have this template which creates those little sort of folders as well, those little sort of accessories. But you also have a flip book, set of dies, and you also have these embellishments as well. Included in this are some of these little corner hardware pieces and those little pulls as well. Now we don't have an exact date for this, when this is going to be available. It's going to be sometime in July, but given it's July next week, it's not going to be too long till you get these. And Debbie, you're going to do another demo doing this, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going to sort of finish it off and carry on through to show you how they work. The only thing we're not making today is the template for the actual boxes that you put your memory books in. So if we look at this one here, this one makes this box and it also makes the memory book, but we're going to concentrate on the memory book just for time. But what you get in this collection is incredible, because for the memory books, this is the one you need. So it tells you it's your page, spine and binding. So inside here you're getting all your dies to create your pages, so your actual square to create the page cutout, which is great. You've also got this one, so if you like to tie your your books, or you've got your binding that do the rings around them, you can actually die cut them out into your pages. So you've got those holes straight away, which are perfectly spaced. And this one here is your spine. So if you've seen us with memory books before, you'll know that these crosses on here, once you cut these out, I'm going to show you one actually, just bring this one in. So it will cut this out. So that will cut that whole piece out. It will emboss those crosses so you can see them. When you mount them and valley fold them, the crosses are stuck together, so it's really simple. So what you would do is literally, in fact I will show you, we'll just get a tape pen, you will just go down that centre piece, and I'm actually going to put it on both sides. So just make sure you don't want to get your glue anywhere else, and you're just going to tape those two, or glue, whichever you prefer, those together. So all I'm going to do is get my burnishing tool, pop that on there. That is one of your spines. Now, depending on how big you want them or how many pages, you do multiple spines of those, and that's how you make your book. So that's what that die's for. So if you want to be making your memory books, and when these come out, this is the one you want to go for. So you want to have your page spine and binding. Now, if you want to be creative with your pages, we've also got the page edges. You don't have to have them, but it means once you cut the pages, you could be making all these different edges. There's 6 different edges in there, which are unbelievable. It's just a beautiful set to have. These are just great for your general card making, let alone your memory books. And this one I absolutely love. So this is where I'm saying if you want your recipe cards, if you want to put your birthday books in here, you've got all your different tabs here to be able to make your tab pages. I think that's a brilliant one to have. Calendars and things like that, sort of your recipes, your receipts, anything you want, you can pop them in. So that's that one. Now this one is giving you those templates, but it's also giving you a template in here. Let me just see if I can find it. Oh, I've already took it out. So there you're free. So you can see straight away, if I show you those, you can see straight away that you're getting the sides to your box. This one's your sides. You would cut 2 of those that creates that side of the box. And this one is your opposite side, even giving you a little template for the ring there that you can put your finger in and pull out. And then you've got here, which again, this gives you your pocket page. So it even gives you one to create onto your page, pull out little pocket. You're getting all those, and then you're also getting this one here. And this one is your spine cover. So that all comes in here. So what I would say, to make your memory books and make the little folders, if that's all you want to go for, then these are the ones that you would have. So you'd have your accessory templates and that one I told you about, which is your page spine and binder. So those two would work really well together. Okay. Just in case your pennies don't stretch more than that, or you don't want to take any more. Once you've got this one, you would then bring in your page here. Let's turn it around so you can see. Pop that onto there, cut it out, put your lines there. I've done it so you can see it, and that's your score lines to score them. I've then just decorated with another sheet of card over the top. So all I've done, measured this, which is I think about 5 inches, 5 by 5 inches, just slightly bigger than 5 by 5. Cut out your nice piece of papers and then decorate your spine with them. So that creates the spine. So your little inserts, the one we've just done, so we've got one here. We've also got a couple more here, which I'm literally just going to take my red liner tape off and stick these together as well. So it is just a case of sticking those middle sections together. So pop them on there. Let's just pop them over there. And we're just going to burnish that down as well. So make sure all the time you're burnishing these, because you want them to last. You want them, these are going to be opening and closing. You don't want them coming away. And that's why I think it's always a good idea to either use your tacky glue or to use your red liner tape. So once you've popped those in, these pieces here, we're going to stick these into our book. And then you've got your pages, so you can stick them next to each other. So first of all, I'm going to line up here, and then the next one will go onto this one. Let me just pop that there. And then your next one will fold onto, let's pop that way, onto that way there. So I'm just making sure I've got all them in place, perfect. But what I want to do, that's the one without any, that's our last one. So we're going to use these to pop onto here. So let's just pop down, just doing this really quickly, just some, not flicking, which is not good. Pop those in, and then I'm going to use that line to go right, wrong way, that way, to go right to that edge. So the spine actually makes, and making sure we can bend that, makes 3 of these. So you can fit 3 of these in. If you want to make it bigger, you can have 2 of these, and then you just pop them next to each other. So you have a bigger spine in the middle, so you can put more pieces in. So you can make it longer. Excuse me. Right, so just going again, just making sure we've got that down. Oh, I didn't need to do that, that one's taped in, so let me just... And then what happens, because you've doubled this amount on the top, that's what's going to hold your pages in place.
Okay.
So we're going to pop that one next to there, making sure that butts up right against there. And then we've got our last one to go in. Just bend that one, take that one off, and then pop our last one in as well. So again, I'm just taking that tape, pop that last one, and that fits perfectly against those edges. So rub them down so you know that they're all in. That gives you your pages, and then that gives you your spine. So you can see all your pieces are in there, which fit absolutely perfectly. And then what you're going to do is take your pages. So I'm just going to take some pages here just very quickly. And we can then just pop these in. So you can either decorate them, I've just cut them out so you can see how perfectly they fit in there. I've just cut them out of my, with the die that comes with them. And then I've also done some where I've just included those edges down the side. I've just put a little bit of baby blue ink on there. And then these edges are going to go in each side. So where you want them is up to you. I've put my first one, so my first one will be that first page. So you can use that as your actual main page, or you could use your blank pieces to go on to make that first page of your book. But I'm literally just going to, in fact, I did have one. Well, we'll just use this one. So let's pop that one in.
Dana's asked, what are the length of the page edges die?
What's the length? I think they were 5 inches, weren't they? Yes, 5 inches.
Perfect, thank you.
So let's pop that first one in. We're just going to place that there, like so. So that gives me the front of my book. You can then, should have really popped some tape onto there, like so. So that gives me my front. And then I haven't done myself another back one, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. But you've got some, I've got some little bits of papers to put on them. But let me bring in my finished one. So we've got this one. So all I've done with this one is I've used those edges. I've used some of the extra pieces. So you get lots of things like your tags in there. You get sort of mats and layers for them so you can decorate. These long pieces here you get in there. I thought I had one next to me. There it is, just here. So you can use these as your edges to your book. So it just gives it more extra. So you can pop those on there as well, so they can come across creating these little pieces at the top. Now I put 23 because all I've started to do in these is put my holiday photos from 23. So just literally...
You need a number of those memory books really, won't you, for all the holidays you've done this year?
Yes, absolutely, yeah. So just literally just put in all sorts in there. That was when I went to, can you recognise it before I say?
I can't see, it's too far away.
Do you recognise like the uniform at all? And this man here with his what's in his hand?
Oh, is that Disney?
No? No. It does look a bit like Walt Disney.
I can't see, it's too far away. Oh, this is where you went to Raffles?
Yes. The Singapore Sling.
Singapore Sling, yeah.
And this is the hotel. The hotel was just beautiful.
Did you stay in the hotel?
No, we didn't. No, we didn't stay in the hotel. It's a very posh hotel.
Is it really posh?
Yeah, very posh hotel. So if I bring my whole thing in here, so this is what we was doing earlier.
Look at that.
Creating our whole box here, and then our drawer. Now what I have left out to do is I'm going to show you how to put the drawer front on. And so let's get one of those.
That paper pad, is that the new summer?
Yes, the colours of summer.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful. If you haven't got it, I'm pretty sure if we still got it on the website, because it's just amazing. The colours of summer. Yes, I'd be shocked if we've still got it because it is absolutely stunning. So when you come to putting your handles on, so let's just take that one out, I was still in stock. So basically the Colours of Summer gives you 2 sheets of 12 by 12 in this pattern but in all different colours. So you get it in the peach, the pink, the yellows, the oranges, the blues, the greens, all colours that you can think of, and then it gives you the block colours to go with it as well. All double-sided, so you can see these patterns in here, so all the dots are on the opposite side. Honestly, it's so beautiful. Right, so once you've just popped that, position that where you want it, so we're doing it roughly. I'm going to just sort of check if that's roughly in the middle. Yep, looks pretty good. You're just going to use your pokey tool to literally pop holes in it while you're still holding it. Just mind your fingers in the background because the last thing you want to do is stab yourself. And then you're just going to pop these through. So let's do one at a time so you can see our little holder at the back there. So we're just going to open those up. If I can get inside. Doesn't want to do it. Let me just, I'm doing it a little bit blinded as well because I can't really, it's all very fuzzy.
We should have gone in the break and got your glasses, Debbie.
I know, I should have done. There we go, managed to do it. There we go, it's there. And then let's just pop that one back in and put that in the hole. There we go, just like so. And then we're going to do the same with that one. So just bending that to the side. That then creates our little drawer. Look at that. I mean, how professional is that now looking? We can pop that in like that. Bring our little books in, and then my third one, so this one will make my third book up, which I'll pop them inside, and then I've put my extra hardware on the corners, so it's just going to protect it. But look how amazing these are. I mean, who doesn't want to be making these and creating those memories and putting all sorts of things in there? So you can, if you don't do the folders, you can fit 3 of your little memory books in there, but if you do the folders, then you can, if you do the folders, you can put just your 2 memory book folders in there. But I just love them. I think they're amazing.
I love that idea. Having something like that on your desk with all your bits and pieces in it, you know, using the drawers maybe for your embellishments that you make when you're crafting.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I mean, a great little office set as well. So you can have your drawers, you can have because you can make all your drawers in in just a big tower of drawers, and have all your paper clips and safety pins and, you know, your little mat pins and that, put them all in there. You can have all your little embellishments in there. It's just, it's just such a great way to organise.
Yeah, oh, I love that. Not surprised it's sold out the first time.
Yes.
And pleased to know that it's going to be coming back for you. We don't have an exact date for you, but sometime in July. Just to recap what it entails, you've got a number of different templates here. Yeah, would you mind getting your makes together so we can do the vote in a moment?
Oh my goodness, is that the time?
And that's the time already.
Oh wow.
So what you're going to be getting, you're going to get that sort of template to make that outer box, outer sort of casing with the little drawer in there. Then you've got this one that makes the little books and the folders to go into it, and that little pocket for sort of slotting bits and pieces into. You'll also be getting the flip book. And then there's accessories on there, so all those different embellishments, all those different dies you can create, different sort of bits and pieces to pop inside your memory books. We've also got those little handles on there, those little drawer handles, and then we've got those corners as well. So these are all metal, and these will all be sort of part of this whole sort of collection. Really, really lovely. As I say, we haven't got a price for you just at the moment, and we also don't have the exact date this is going to be ready, but it's coming soon to whet your appetite, to let you know it's going to be there soon. So especially for any of those people who missed out the first time it came around, and any of those who've been inspired by some of those makes that you've seen there, they really are absolutely beautiful. And of course, in the meantime, you can go back and have a look at previous shows where we've shown them to get you an idea, so you know exactly what you're going to be making as soon as they become available. Right, we should do the vote. Oh, tricky.
Yes,
tricky.
So yeah, it doesn't feel like we've done a lot, to be honest, but we have done 2 of our penguin cards. So first one, number 1, is our beautiful, I'm doing this all as one rather than separate ones, so even though we did those in 2. So number 1 is our cute little circle penguin aperture card. Number 2 would be our fun little penguin card, and number 3 is our memory box.
Lovely.
So 1, 2 or 3.
Fantastic. Difficult again, Debbie. Really difficult to choose. Stephanie says, fantastic, Debbie. Deb says, beautiful make, Debbie. Now, we have got some other beautiful things for you. We've got beautiful cars. This is from Dieter. Now, that looks like a Model T Ford. It's a Tutor sedan.
Oh,
1928.
my word.
I mean, you could go to Gatsby's party in that, couldn't you? That's amazing.
Wow, that is stunning.
And this next one from Dieter, which is this. This looks incredible.
Oh my goodness.
I love the way Nicola goes, I think it's a 1937 Ford. 1937 Ford. And next one is the same one with the roof down. That looks nice. You don't want to go over any speed bumps driving that, do you? That's very
amazing.
Low. Yeah. Next one from Dieter is, what's that?
Wow.
1937 slot.
That's obviously Ford. Dieter's thing.
Dieter, do you collect classic cars? I mean, with all of those, do you drive them? They are incredible.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah. I love the red one. That's my favourite.
I love that red. They said red one, blue one, green one. That's how you different cards. I do like a nice car. I do like a nice car. As does the man that stole my husband's car earlier this week.
Oh, I know. That was awful. So
nearly
awful.
caught them. I don't know what I would have done if I had caught them, but I nearly did.
Well, we're glad you didn't, Becky.
No.
Yes.
I possibly would have been injured, but, you know, it would have made a good story.
I might have been working on my own if you had done that.
I'll take if something had happened to me, you'd all be, you know, unable to work because Becky's not here. Becky's got broken fingernails from grabbing hold of the car whilst it's driving down the road. Right. We do have a winner for a demo of the show.
Oh, that was quick.
Do you want to have a guess which one it would be?
Possibly the box, because it's the biggest one, but actually I quite like number 2.
You're right, it's number 2.
Number 2, yes, I love that one.
Those cheeky little
Thank you very much.
Right, we need to do demo of the day.
Oh, yes.
So I'll grab your other 2. We'll just move over here. You've made some great demos, Debbie. Right. Shall I grab that one from you?
Oh, yes, library across.
We'll both disappear.
Should we do a Joe? Takes ages to walk across the, really ages. Becky, come on, take it. Becky.
Oh, hold on, it's ages.
There you go, Becky.
You don't know how.
We haven't done that for a long, long time. Such a long way over the other side of the studio. You get me into trouble, you do.
Right, now we've got number 1, which is the little skating penguin. We've got number 2, which is this gorgeous easel card using some acetate, and there's new delicate lace creator cards. And then number 3 is your penguins dancing and wearing their lights. 1, 2, or 3, which is going to be demo of the day. Difficult to choose. They're all lovely. Really, really nice. Rose says, gorgeous demos today. Everyone's saying how, I mean, Road Pack says, I don't know how I'm going to be in trouble with all these new releases. Everyone's saying it's going to be very difficult to, you don't need to choose. You can buy all of that, and you can buy all of the penguins and all of the memory makers as well, and just, you know, why not while they're here? That's always the worry, isn't it? That you wait a little bit of time, you think, oh, I'll hold on, and then things sell out. And I've been definitely a victim of that, and I need to make sure that I order while I see things. Definitely is the way to go. Tomorrow, it's you and me, it's me and you. Lots of stuff to do. And what have we got tomorrow?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, tomorrow is going to be an amazing day. Not only have we got some amazing, masterclass in the in flowers. So we've got some of Sharon Callan's succulents. We've got some flower forming foam. I've got some amazing projects to show you. So we've not got many demos actually. Well, we have, but we've got only about 3 projects. But I want to show you how to make the flowers to create make those projects.
Oh, great.
So it's going to be a great masterclass. So that's at 11 a.m. We've then got another new launch because it's the week of launches.
Yep.
So and this time we've got the amazing frames. These are little wood chip frames, and we've got a stamping set with them as well. So you get stamps to stamp inside or create that little stamping. And we're going to just show lots of different techniques using gilding flakes on them, using glitters on them, using your ink pads, using the Spectrum Noir pens, using some glitters. It's just going to be a nice fun show where we can show different things that you can do with them. So yeah, looking forward to that. And then Second Chance Sunday at 6 p.m. So.
And I've seen the list of all the products that are going to be, it's pages and pages and pages. We've got so many good deals for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Winner of demo of the day. Now, I like everyone to have an idea about who it's going to be. Which one would you vote for?
Number 3.
Okay, gallery. You're all wrong. It's number 2.
They like that one, don't they?
Do you know, I think it's a lot to do with the colours that you've chosen. Right. So I think the colours, having all of that beautiful craft card, and that
it's
really
very
rich
elegant,
cream,
isn't it?
It's really elegant. It's lovely sort of summertime wedding kind of feel to it, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Very, very nice.
Oh, thank you.
All of them are very good. So well done, Debbie. It's going to be, well, you're going to be up against Michelle and Michelle by the looks of it.
Yeah, we're all up against Michelle. I think Michelle might have and you, Becky.
Oh, I've got one in. Yeah,
yes,
true.
I think yours could be a potential winner. I absolutely think it is. Let's campaign to get a star 2 for Becky on there. I think it's worth it.
And you, star 2.
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
Well, yeah, I am worried about it.
Yeah, let's get you a
Debbie doesn't care. I really, really care. I really care. I feel upset every time I come in here and I look, just 1 star. Just 1 star.
And I know this sounds really weird, I quite like having 1 star.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
I feel, I want you and Leanne to get more, so I'm just the 1 star girl. You only need 1 star in life.
Has anyone not got a star?
Lily.
Oh, Lily.
But Lily hasn't been on much, in all fairness.
No,
so yeah, that's probably why. So
and
Sheena's not even got a name.
Oh, that's not very fair, is it? Yeah. That would be when Sheena gets a star. Does it go on Michelle's thing at the moment? Is that why Michelle's got so many? Will it go on mine? Well, that's what I want to hear, definitely. Lois says, thank you for a fun show. I think everyone's absolutely loved all the demos that you've done. They've all been sort of very, very different, using those gorgeous little penguins. I'm really glad that these 2 didn't win because they're going over there. So tomorrow we've got a fun patch show for you as well. Lots and lots of things for you to see. I do hope you've enjoyed today and you've learnt a lot. Looking at the messages, people have learnt a lot about penguins. So I'm hoping that you'll all become penguin aficionados for the latter part of the week. And then when we come to, that's what I was going to say, on Tuesday, when we have the launch with Ben and Jan, we need you to bombard them with penguin trivia, and they'll just think, oh my goodness, everyone is really well versed in penguin facts, not knowing we've already given you a sneaky peek and given you all that penguin information. So make sure you store that away and you'll be able to frighten Jan and Ben, I think, when you come back with the information like penguins have got really pink and smelly poo. Ben will be glad to know that, definitely. Right, well, have a lovely evening. We will see you bright and early, ready for Masterclass tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you there. Make sure you message in. Do make sure you check out the baskets if you're buying anything today. Have a look at the clearance part of the website because we've got loads and loads of deals on there. There may be things in there you think we've sold out of, which actually we've got a very limited amount of numbers left. Everything's going to be double points until midnight tonight. And of course, if you spend over £10, $10 or €10, you will get that Dancing Dragonflies edgeable as well. We're going to go and tidy up before we go home, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.